executing scheduled tasks, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness.
Oh no.
It hurts, it hurts! Why? Why do we... They hurt! Hate!
What the...
This is wrong!
Oh my.
All wrong!
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
I've strained my senses to their limits, but found nothing. You must calm your mind, that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Okay. Alright. It seeps into my mind. Our voices. Reporting. No, no! Hermes mustn't hear them! I have to run! To hide! Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Oh. Greetings and salutations. What? Oh. Commencing report. Oh no! We can't tell them that! We must run! Run far away! Come on! Oh, come on! Please, don't follow me! Meteon's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. This is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her, Alia. Follow her voice. That's what I'm doing. All right, all right. How? How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No. It cannot be! It cannot be! Drifts away to the south, you say. Okay. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Ethers. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Alia, you mustn't listen! Please don't dissipate it. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Any sign of Meteion? She went this way. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Meteion are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Meteion's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down Meteion we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. What is it? What? Why are you looking like that? Hythlodaeus? It's a shame there's no registered concept we could use to create another Meteion, assuming of course we could link her to the shared mind. But no, if it were a viable solution, Hermes would have surely suggested it. A frantic search will avail us little. We must be clever about this. In the final days, Ether is twisted by the invasion of dynamis from beyond the star, its progress intensified by feelings of fear and despair and anguish. Nay, I like not the picture which emerges with these latest pieces. Oh, my dear Meteion, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteion renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? How Emet-Selch solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Alia will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteion's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Alia and Emet-Selch will be our tracker and trapper, respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteion's avenues of escape. Emet-Selch and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it! Come, Emet. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteion and pick up the trail from there. I'll keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Emet-Selch is now accompanying you. How the turntables. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes. I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Meteion's anguished voice heads towards the water's edge. She went into the lake? As if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a room.
That was exactly what I was going to do.
Can we please find her this time? Not here. I'm not here, please. There, Emet. Emet, there. By the rock, is she? Very well. Snap. What? Why can't I hide? There is no need to run, Meteion. We will hear your report, good or bad. Ah, there is no need to run. Please don't run. Alia, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Stop running, please. I hope the others part the way. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Is this teleporter not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteion's essence. We move on. Okay. How about here? There, I see her. Come on, where are the others?
Aha!
What?
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay. Stop running! Alright. I think Hythlodaeus is there. Somehow.
Please, Meteion. We must speak.
Yeah, tell us. Please, I'm curious. Oh,
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... Please protect them. Protect them all.
what did you hear?
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings.
What is it?
All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
But they are all dead?
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all... dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Oh my goodness.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes.
Is that a wise decision? To bring them all back?
Meteion.
Maybe I can talk to her.
It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What?
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You must be joking.
You fool!
Hythlodaeus. He's not saying anything, Venat. If all Hermes means to do is listen to Meteion's report, then it is his right to do so. But once he receives the answers to his question, what then? The fate of the world may very well hinge upon the choice he makes in that moment. And we must be there when he makes it. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? With these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Do you understand why Hermes would do this? His logic escapes me entirely. I have no idea. Hermes has headed to Ktisis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him! No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteion is a potential threat that needs to be brought under control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard the star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Venat, Alia? It's clear we stand on a precipice. But we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of doubt that Meteion's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Meteion is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all accounts. To Ktisis Hyperboreia we go. Emet, I mislike the look of this. Hythlodaeus. Judging from the crowd, something is afoot. Venat, give me the quest. What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Ktisis? Mistress Venat, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded and Ktisis put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes' doing, obviously. So what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Ktisis scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we are not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Oh, this is a dungeon! It's going to be a dungeon. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled? Now you have gone and raised everyone's expectations. You all need only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required.
Are they going to be the trust?
I think so. I was once a Zam, after all. It was my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. Oh, you're an all-rounder, okay. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emet-Selch, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Huh? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Your tale led us here, Alia, so it's only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Meteion. And then we will face the future together. Bleak as the contents of Meteion's report might be, many could hear it and remain content with their lives. But not Hermes. For him, the veneer of perfection has long been cracked, and it was to the distant heavens he looked for the means to repair it. I understand his anguish after a fashion. My own refusal to return is in opposition to the world's established order. Yet for me, the imperfections only enhance the fragile beauty of our star. I will fight to see it delivered from destruction, warts and all. I said that Hermes was likely perched somewhere at the highest point of the facility, but reaching him will be no mean feat. To put it simply, Ktisis Hyperboreia contains a multitude of vast spaces linked together at the seams, meaning the interior is far more massive than even this grand structure might otherwise suggest. But even a colossal facility filled top to bottom with savage creations will not stop you. Not with Venat and Emet-Selch at your side, and I'll be there too, of course, cheering you on. From the moment we met you, our visit has devolved into a never-ending series of complications and irritations. In spite of this, I have gained one useful thing, an awareness of dynamis. think that a power with the potential to corrupt ether had largely escaped our notice. Whether or not I believe your tale, the facts underpinning your narrative will be the source of much debate. So understand that I act not for the sake of you or your fantastical quest. My duty demands that I apprehend Meteion, and if that now means Hermes as well, then so be it. Look at the party! Oh, it's this one! Okay. I know, well, I saw these, you know, in the Fan Fest when they were showing off the dungeons. The music! Alright, lady and gentlemen, we shall go. One or more party members are new to this duty. I think all of us.
Nice pun, by the way.
Oh, there are books! Excuse me, I will read them. Have you ever wondered whether your creation is a beneficial existence to the star? Wonder no more, for at Ktisis Hyperboreia, our mission is to determine the answer. From temperate plains to tropical jungles, from smoldering volcanoes to frozen fields, we put creations to the proof in a wide range of meticulously recreated environments. Will your creation be able to survive in the wider world, or will it threaten the survival of other species? The answers to such questions and more our highly trained staff will uncover. Did Venat just get aggro from Emet? Emet, do your duty, please. Okay, Emet is fine. Emet is fine. He's a Dark Knight. Of course he is. Oh, okay. This was the desert area. So now we are going into the snowy area.
I'm not entirely useless.
I am not entirely useless. Oh, come on, Hythlodaeus. Very, very, very useful. Okay, I need to put something on Emet now. Okay, what kind of abilities do you have? Why are we going all around like that? I have absolutely no idea. An impressive concealment ability. Is this seriously trying to hide from us that the power of ice could be... What? Oh. How did you even know that it was going to come up from there? There must be a hint. Rigid Stomp. Don't. It's an AoE. I'm not even going to heal anyone, he's dying. Alright. Oh, there's a journal. According to Mistress Lisa, her creation is based on a concept of a bipedal wolf. And indeed, it's impressively man-like in its gait. It's also highly intelligent, as is evidenced by its ability to employ tools, while the gleam in its eyes gives the impression that it comprehends our words. If this proves to be the case, it would be a shame that its throat isn't designed for speech. I must make mention of this in the next report. Emet, if you be so kind. He may have his flaws, but you can't fault his managerial prowess. Seriously? You want to discuss his candidacy now? Goodness me, what manner of thinking is behind this? There truly is no accounting for taste. Okay, 1, 2. So the sides, so wherever he turns, we need to stand in front of him. Oh, hello.
I see you opening.
There. And we are safe. Emet even turns him around. You're such a good tank. Can you come to all of the dungeons from now on? Okay, we are fine, we are fine. And I'm 88! Whee! Guys, I leveled up! Guys, are you proud of me, Emet? Okay, so... Oh, teleporter, you say? Where? Guys, are you coming? Ah! What the... I don't like this. Is this for testing, you know, flying stuff? Okay. What the
Yeah, exactly.
actual what?
Exactly. Good luck breathing up there.
Oh, we apparently do. The successful creation of migratory birds, which travel between continents with the seasons, came as a breath of fresh air to the long stagnant realm of flying lifeforms. In the end, it was a relatively simple thing to grant creatures the ability to navigate by celestial bodies, but this method lacked the precision needed to guide them to the same location each time, as would be vital to their survival. The breakthrough came in the form of magnetic fields, the use of which was discovered by the incumbent Fandaniel during his tenure as chief overseer of Elpis. A truly inspired idea that has brought lasting benefits to the star. Oh no, I don't think this will end well.
It comes to this.
Enjoy! You're
I have no
scaring
wish
me,
to
Jack.
fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
Meteor? Are you joking? Okay, middle. Guys, have your shields. And now I suppose we will have to hide behind something. Oh my goodness. How am I going to... We hide here. Okay, then here. Ah! Alright, alright. Got it. If I go here, this will be a bit... Why are you in the middle? And then here... Oh, so you don't have to go to the corners and run around all the time. You just need to watch. Interrupt, guys. Oh. Woof.
No! My power!
Aw, I feel sorry. Oh no, what is that look? Why did I look like that? I was like, I'm going to screw you over.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others, that they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed, and that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife. and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One
Why
race
are
had
you...
renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success.
Oh no.
In the course of which, they learned the truth.
Oh no.
That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
What the...
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does not stand to reason that we too should be discarded.
Oh, come on.
That is sophistry, and you know it.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority, as Chief Overseer of Elpis. I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Universal memory alteration. Target area. Ktisis Hyperboreia. Starting point. Arrival of Emet-Selch of the convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus. Meteion's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
As we suspected.
Yeah.
Go, Meteion. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
Can we please break these?
This ends here!
Fly, Meteion!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact. And I will see that you do. Now then, where is it?
Where is what?
There you are, my little confluence.
Almost! Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
What did she do, I wonder?
Tracking beacon?
Something like that, yes.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Guys, I need to run. I don't want to leave them behind.
No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am.
You're not sorry, you idiot.
But neither can I let you escape.
No, don't touch Hythlo. Ow!
By my new old friend.
Nah. Venat was still flying.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emet-Selch.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was over.
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
You
It
too.
was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azek.
Okay. Bye.
There's no time! Quickly!
Bye, Emmet.
Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path.
Oh, but you will.
Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Oh. Oh.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go, Argos!
How we reached out to Emmet. Or tried.
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence. And the place where to we must go.
We must go?
Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her. One which allows us to follow her trail.
Yeah, tracking device, literally.
She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus, all is not lost. We remember.
Yes, we do, Anna.
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
What became of the others, I wonder?
I'd like to know too. Let us ascertain the situation at Ktisis Hyperboreia,
Ktisis. Okay.
where they should still be.
It's not Ktisis. Ktisis.
Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time?
That doggy.
Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
She's really teaching us a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
You filthy
So
liar.
that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venat and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venat was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Oh no, they all forgot about us. I don't like this.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venat about it when next we meet.
Yes, yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like. But I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Really, Emmet? Out of interest occurred? Are you certain about this? Oh no. Don't clench your fists.
Let us rest. If only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body, if only for a moment, is never without merit. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he will create more Endwalkers. He poured much of himself into Meteion, and now that she and his sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then the Meteion would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fendaniel.
My goodness.
So many things happened, it's like, ah! And I'm so sorry that Emet and Hythlodaeus forgot about it.
I called it about the...
Yeah, you did, yeah.
But I thought it would be their choice, right?
Alia, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination, or to convince Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus that they have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I will see you to the doors of Propylaeon. Well, it was a rather interesting story, though. Like...
Oh, yeah, sure.
What even in the Seven Hells?
I mean, we got bombed with gore.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Oh, I feel so sad. Yes, this is where we part ways. Or perhaps I should stay and help. No. We are parting ways. I need to go back to my world.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained. That your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted, and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the Convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the Convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end.
Yes, Mom.
Yes, yes.
As you move forward, so too will I. As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
Goodbye, Mom. I'll see you in the future.
Bye, Mom.
I'm smiling. Oh, what? Oh, I'm going back. Okay. Whee! Now you
From this day forth,
brilliant.
I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandana.
What? Oh, for a moment I thought we were going to the first like that. With the screams. Oh, it's playing answers.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
Aww.
Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential. In his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk.
I took so many.
I took some as well. I'm unable to speak.
All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment.
Aww.
I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
They literally played the all of answers in the background. That song is not short.
Yeah.
A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Oh, that's what she meant. The promise was to us.
Yeah.
I need to go back to the source, like, immediately. Can I go back, please? Alia, impeccable timing as always. I'd heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Not to the first. Well, I have been to the first, yes, but...
Joker.
Well, as so often seems to be the case, while you were away, we have had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell how wonderful it is to have you back. Ooh, wow, what a journey it has been today. This was amazing.
This was, yeah, this was
This
really
was
good, yeah.
really good.